Yo, Bachi 2007 back at you with another one. And we've got video and commentary on Danileigh's arrest for a hit and run. We understand she tried to use her D-list celebrity, or probably E-list celebrity at best, really, to try to get out of the situation as if somehow that was going to make up for running over a teenager. She's more famous for her foolishness like this than she is for anything she's done with talent or in entertainment. I think she had a drunk driving arrest like a year and a half ago, I believe I remember covering. And then, of course, she's most known. Well, she had a modest hit, but she was basically taunting darker skinned black women because she said that she was black men's choice or something like that. They like light skin, whatever the song was. And then her other greatest hits such as this, arguing with my baby's daddy, featuring calling the police.
10 minutes after we done got into a fucking argument because he wants to walk into this room talking about, oh, you need to get out with our 3-month baby. Yeah, I ain't never addressed I ain't never addressed nothing before because I always was like, nah, let me not talk to the internet because the internet is always going to make their own story up.
And then arguing with my baby daddy part two with Get Out My Apartment edition with a little baby clowning her on the internet.
But try to position yourself in a career through a child turning one of a good example of a black father being tore down. We ain't doing that. We ain't about to let that be misrepresented. You can see who cuckoo is and who not.
Because I'm talking.
But this is my thing. This is my thing. They didn't make. Okay. They did not make Shawty leave, and somebody need to come make Shawty leave.
Oh no, I'm leaving.
Please.
I'm leaving, don't worry. But guess what, guys? I'm trying to go to the house to get my baby.
The junk is still ridiculously hilarious. It's hilarious how ridiculous it is, and it's ridiculous in its hilarity, both at the same time. But we weren't done yet. Of course, little baby then had to jump her brother at the bowling alley. Y'all remember this? As the little brother wanted to box, was talking all that on So now she's under arrest for running over teenagers on mopeds. Here goes the headline. You see it there. Let's see what they're talking about. There she is. Singer Danieleigh's personal life has become as publicized as her music career. No more so. Nobody cares about her music. In addition to the drama surrounding her co-parenting relationship with the baby, I call him little baby, the baby, whatever, same thing. Danileigh has found herself in serious legal trouble. Let's see what some of the legal troubles are. See if they got their charges listed. All right, let's see. The contest began in May 2023. So will this happened previously and the video just came out last night? No, this is the last time she got drunk. I told you it was about a year and a half ago. I covered another case. So in May 2023, she did the same thing. She was running around, drunk driving under the influence in Miami Beach. And here she is again last night. Today's August 30th, so this would have been August 29th, 2024. Okay, witness said that Danileigh was swerving through traffic before the crash, prompting police to investigate further. She's in Miami Beach again, leaving the scene of an accident involving injury. Absolutely crazy. She's famous for nothing, and she just won't take that and get away with doing nothing and having everything. That's not good enough. However, if the content of this video is good enough for you, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, all that, and we're back to the
Nice. Really? That's nice? Okay, we'll talk some more, Miss Danielle. Watch your head as you enter the car, okay? Let me help you with your hair.
A singer tries to use her celebrity status to avoid being arrested for DUI.
Man, she has no status. She has a E-list celebrity status at best. She's famous for nothing but utter foolishness. Talentless hack won't just take the dub and live a quiet, unassuming life and go be a mother to her child. Instead, she's out here in the streets every night of Miami, driving around drunk when she could simply call an Uber or pay for a driver since she's running around with all these ballers. She probably broke, but you'll see later that she's still hanging out with rappers like Quavo. He's on the scene, and so she still got these rappers paying her way. So instead of her taking the dub, she goes and creates these L's in life and runs around being a menace to society.
You're gonna put your hands behind your back. Step down so you don't fall, ma'am. Okay.
I wonder what I'm getting arrested for. Maybe for hitting a child. I didn't even get no fine. Well, it's on camera.
At this point, you're being under arrest for two things: fleeing the scene of an accident and for being under the influence while driving.
I'm not under the
Yes, you go.
All of you test this. I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't
And you
under
fled the scene of an accident or you caused major injury to a person.
to a child, not a person.
As of now, that's what it is.
In May of 2023, singer Danileigh Curiel, better known by her stage name Danileigh, hit a 17-year-old boy with her car while driving under the influence in Miami Beach, Florida. Police say witnesses told them Danileigh was swerving in and out of lanes and driving at a high rate of speed when she struck the 17-year-old who was on a motorized scooter and dragged the scooter for blocks down the Miami Strip.
All right, so we hear what's going on there. So it's all the incident from last year, the same incident coming back to haunt her at this time. So let's see where it's happening. So apparently she was sentenced to 5 years probation back in February, and we're just now publicly getting the video, and that's what the whole new hubbub is about. 5 years of probation. Let's see what she did to get just 5 years of probation.
There's a chaotic scene as the witnesses try to tend to the teenager as he laid injured on the ground.
So this is the 11 wash, and the scooter is resting on the floor at 13th Wash.
¿Cuántos años tienes? Bueno, ¿cuántos años tienes? ¿Cuántos años tienes? ¿Cuántos años tienes?
2024. On a scooter right here.
So he was here in his name.
In his scooter right here. And I saw him, I was right there at Quiz.
Okay.
And I heard, the first thing I heard was the SUV going fast.
Okay.
And I look over, and the guy is looking out to see if there's any cars coming.
Okay.
And he's maybe scooting forward slowly, and the SUV comes. He was probably around here.
Okay.
And the SUV comes a million miles an hour and just hits him. And I see the scooter, just everything go with the car. And then I just freaked out for a second. I was like, that was a person. Like, oh my god.
So you
And I thought
the person flew.
the person flew.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like, I was like, he's dead. He was dead on impact. He hit him so fucking hard, and I thought I was gonna land here. And he landed over the there. Like I started going, and I couldn't see him.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he went that far. But he flew him like.
So his scooter was here, but he was just kind of like.
He was like this, and I saw him look. I saw him look, and I said, "Oh my God!" He was already here.
He was just there.
He wasn't continuously driving.
So he was just here.
He was.
So the kid is on his scooter, his moped, whatever have you. He's checking before he crosses the street. He's following traffic rules, doing what he's supposed to do. And this wild banshee is driving so erratic at such fast speed. They say at some other point she was dodging in and out of traffic. She hit this kid so hard, she got to wherever he was so fast that even though he looked, she just came out of nowhere, sped up, going so fast, hit him so hard he flew through the air. Which is kind of weird because then another part they say that you can see that another part they talk about him getting dragged. So I'm not sure what how it happened exactly, but obviously according to this guy, she hit him so hard he flew through the air. And she's talking about, we saw at the very beginning, she's on here talking about, I didn't hit anybody. You don't hit somebody so hard that they fly through the air and you don't know that you hit somebody. She didn't care. She's absolutely recalcitrant. She's running over minors in the street, doesn't care, blitzed out of her mind. To be that out of control, you got to really be drunk and doesn't care about endangering other people's safety. Should be at home taking care of her child. Instead, she runs the street half naked, drunk as can be, running people over. And she just gets 5 years probation. If this is not a gynocracy, I don't know what is. everything in the court system, not just the family courts, is situated to give deference and privilege to females. It's female privilege in the gynocery. And these wild banshees are who men are supposed to want to marry. Why don't you step up and marry these women? Why don't men want to be committed to crazy wild banshees like this? This is a mother? Nah, nah.
Saw the aftermath of the scooter being dragged across several blocks.
So what have you seen?
I saw him come driving up the right lane, dragging.
Who was driving?
I didn't see the driver. He never got out.
Okay, and he was dragging the scooter?
Yeah, he was dragging the scooter under his front bumper all the way up from 11th Street.
Okay.
So it's the scooter that got dragged. The kid got hit so hard, he got knocked in the air, flew across the street. Then she's pulling the scooter under her car, talking about, I didn't hit anything. This is absolute recalcitrance. You can't hit somebody that hard that they fly and you don't know you hit them. You can't be dragging something under your car. If you're dragging a small object under the car, you feel the reverberations against the road and hear it, much less a whole scooter. There's no way you don't know. She didn't care. And for her recalcitrance, she gets just probation, a slap on the wrist, a little or nothing. Isn't she from Dominican Republic? Shouldn't she get deported? We don't need menaces like that in our country when you're not even from here. A full minister of public safety and a wild banshee. But men look at what she looked like, and that's all they go for. Hitting it raw, letting this become the mother of your child. Then you up here fighting with the brother over this wild chick who has no honor to be protected. But the wild brother wants to take up for the wild banshee chick. And this is what your life is like. And most of you ain't got millions of dollars behind that. You doing all this and fighting people in the bowling alley, and you're going to jail and paying court costs and probations, fees, and uh, bail, and paying for lawyers and spending thousands of dollars to deal with the wild banshee chick that's now the mother of your child who you're tied to for 18 years because you're not acting with any discipline as a man and you're taking good looks for somehow being a good woman worth dealing with.
Way up from 11th Street.
Okay.
And I heard it, and, and then he stopped over here. He backed up and disengaged, went around it, and took off northbound.
Yeah, she's a whole liar. She stopped and backed up so she could disconnect from the scooter to get it out from under the car, talking about she didn't hit anything. Just absolutely recalcitrant, didn't care whatsoever.
After, rapper Quavo and his security guards appear, trying to figure out what's going on.
Is this your car or is it a rental?
It's my car. I have my car seat in there. I have a baby. Like, I was going home.
Where are you coming from?
This is how she drives with the baby, with having a baby. This is your good mama right here. This is the modern wild banshee that men are supposed to step up and commit to and love because they're so wonderful. This is what mama's doing. Who knows what when the baby's in the car seat? Remember the episode from The Sopranos when when whatchamacallit drove off the road, Christopher, and Tony looks at that car seat, that the tree branch going through the window through where the car seat was, and thought about what if his child had been in the car seat at the time because he's a druggie. This is what you get.
I was coming home from
Don't go over there. Or go over there. Yo. No. You can go over there. You can go over there. You can go over there. You're good.
So what's wrong? Nothing happened.
Okay, but you can't just be pulling up in here in a group, bro. Alright? Appreciate it.
So that's Quavo pulling up on the scene. So she still has rappers sponsoring her, even after all the foolishness with the baby. She still got rappers coming around, wanting to play stepdaddy or whatever, just to be with pretty light skin. This is what happens when y'all are worried about how pretty you think she is and giving so much credence to that, to the fact that you don't worry about what a wild banshee she is, and then she's your child's mother, and then you're stuck with her for 18 years, and you got this mothering your kid. Man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here on this one. It's a bunch of foolishness. What do you think about her sentencing? Do you think it's appropriate? Is that little 5 years of probation good enough? I'm your Botcha 2007. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, lock me up on the way out the door. Your Botcha 2007. I'm out.